Yo, you listen to More About Something Else, and this episode is brought to you by More About Podcasting. Do you want to start a podcast, but you don't know how? Well, you're in luck. More About Podcasting offers a service that will help you bring your podcast to life, from idea to execution, whether you need training, equipment, editing, or everything in between. Go to moreaboutsomethingelse.com for a free consultation. Once again, that's moreaboutsomethingelse.com/podcast consultant. So on today's episode, I did have to bring back somebody that's been on the podcast before. It's cool because we had this conversation about, I think the main focus was investing in yourself and, the importance of it. The conversation did take its course on its own, and as we were talking about things, and I feel like a lot of people can take a lot from this and take it home and apply it to themselves. But here's a clip from the show. I don't know, bro. I feel you. That. It happens.
To the best of
it. Of course. And that's the thing. I think that once you master your mind, we talking about the soul. The knowledge of the soul and the knowledge of the mind. They need to integrate, and the only way they integrate is by loving yourself, treating yourself, finding out who you are,
knowing yourself.
Yeah, literally. And it's okay to recreate yourself. Because I can tell you 5 years ago, I didn't want to do this shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely not who I thought I was. Well, I'm not who I was 5 years ago. Or who I thought I could be.
And I think, if you analyze that, because you can look at it from a perspective of, a certain issue that you were going through. For sure, I could say, probably this time last year, I was probably depressed.
And now I'd probably be handling things better because I went through certain situations.
Yeah. And that you heard that, let's begin.
First off, I'm going to have to ask you to go and rate this show, maybe even leave a comment. And you could do that on iTunes or SoundCloud, and for Android users, you can now listen via Google Play. Now, this podcast may contain explicit content, just saying, so open your mind, relax, and listen to this dope-ass podcast.
Food for thought, coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Hey, food for thought, coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest.
Yeah, people don't understand that, well, they don't understand nothing.
Truth spilling, leaving victims to my honest ways. I come in peace like an alien from outer space. Internet pirates riding waves on your webpage. Download the shit, click the link, press play. I don't mean to pray, but I pray every week for myself, for my fam, cause we all gotta eat. Protein, no more sweets. Till I'm caked up on the beach in Belize. Food for thought, coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Wait, food for thought coming fresh, I'm the chef. I got greens for your brain, have a taste, it's the best. Food for thought from the flesh, tag along on the quest to find more about something else. Wait.
Yo, you listen to More About Something Else. My name is Joshua. And, I just want to say thank you to any and everybody that's been rocking with the show. If you like the show, like it, review it, share it. You can do one, or you can do all three. But either way, I appreciate it. But yeah, we are here on, I think today is the last day of the month, March. And, first quarter is over. And, I talk about it all the time. But when you realize that time is your greatest commodity, you'll start to figure out that, there are a lot much better things to do in life than to just Netflix and chill, I think. If that's where we're going to go with it. But we got a special guest on. And I don't know, I've been bringing people on lately. And, maybe I've been feeling myself a little bit. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. But I got my good friend, my brother, Dave Dash.
Yo.
You all right, man?
I'm good.
Good. So what you been up to, man?
Same old. Working.
Yeah.
Hustling. Grinding. 25/8.
Yeah. That's the way to go. It's the way to go.
That's all I know.
Right now, at least. I was, I'll go back to the episodes that we've done before, and like I'll just listen to it, just to like see how much growth there's been, just in general, and some of the stuff that we're talking about, like it's really relatable right now, like
currently.
Currently.
Okay.
Like it's like we were speaking of the future, and now we're here, and everything that we're speaking of has come into play.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that speaks to who you are as a person, do you want to speak out, or do you want to speak out for now, or do you want to speak out for the future? Because we're talking about manifesting your destiny and
fruition.
Creating your own legacy and everything. That's one thing, I always talk about. I went back and, it didn't really click in my head that I was talking about legacy. Like I talk about it a lot because
that's the only thing you can leave.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You can have money, you can have cars.
Yeah. You died 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one. The first one is the one where you're buried, and the last one is the last time they talk about you.
True.
And niggas still talking about Tupac.
True.
He's not dead yet. That's the only reason why. That's
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's the reason why we say that they're not dead.
Bernie Mac.
Yeah. Bernie Mac was cold.
Bro, what?
Talk about an era where you could say whatever you want and not get any backlash.
I was watching there was something on YouTube like 90s parties.
Yeah.
Like a real 90s party.
Yeah.
Music, barbecue, ass being thrown around. Like it's just a good time. There's liquor. There's everybody enjoying themselves. Now, a good time is everybody got their phone out and their lights up.
Yeah.
I can't even knock it because I'll be recording shit too, you know what I'm saying? But like, damn, I wish it was how it was before.
Yeah.
Like we had the phones.
I think sometimes we just get stuck up in the moment. Because as much as I say I hate doing that, I'll catch myself doing that.
It's a drug.
Yeah. Like I was talking to Ola about it, like just as far as like just being in the middle where you've experienced life without a phone and you experience life with a phone. Like you know what you can do with it, but you can know how detrimental it is. And that's where we are as millennials.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just to say that, what could you possibly do, or how could you have that work-life balance where it's okay to still get on your phone, but know when to cut it off or know when to not deal with it. Like my phone stays on Do Not Disturb.
See, my phone can't.
I mean, I understand. I understand. You ain't gotta explain. I
so it's like I know because like I have like minimal applications on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I got the text. I got like a few games for whenever I'm in the middle of nowhere or I'm on the plane or whatever. I got Netflix. I got probably like a good 15 apps on my phone, and then maybe I use 7 of those apps every day.
Yeah.
I know people with like 400 apps on their
That's
phone.
crazy.
And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you like?
I know I'm one person to be like, all right, I might need this app in the future, but it's just like, I don't need it now.
But see, what are the apps doing for me that I can't do for myself? I already have Google.
Yeah, that's true. The only like I have a few apps that I'm just like, all right, I use these apps religiously, like dictionary.com, Twitter, and Instagram.
I use dictionary.com.
Yeah.
The thesaurus.
Yeah.
Too.
The thesaurus, word of the day. I really try to incorporate that into my vocabulary, and like it's hard, but I appreciate the standpoint when you're constantly learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I prefer to learn pretty much anything if I can. And it'll be like it'll be like the most weirdest thing, but I mean, I know it.
I have the knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it one. I might not necessarily. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
But I might use it one day.
I mean, that's the thing. Like I treat it as if like I know about cars. I know how to fix my car up, change my tire, change the oil, and everything. But you never really know when you're gonna use that information. But it
could be in the middle of nowhere. Your car can break down.
Yeah.
From like an oil leak or something.
Yeah, it's
you gotta know how to fix it.
Exactly.
Or you can wait in the cold.
Exactly.
In the heat.
And you just never know. I think that's the beauty of actually knowing. But yeah, like dictionary.com, the book app, my news publications, and Domino's.com. I think that's about it.
There's less apps than me. I got games on my phone.
Yeah.
I say games like I got games, but I got like maybe like 3 games.
Yeah.
And I only play them when I'm on the plane or in the airport.
Yeah.
When I got Netflix, I download my movies before I get to the airport.
Yeah.
So I really don't need any other apps. Oh, HBO.
Yeah.
And iTunes. That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. That's all you need.
Unless you're like one of those like people that work from home and you're into like numbers, Wall Street, all that, and you can just like, you don't even need a degree, but you're just good with that type of information. You soak everything up. You need like 40 different apps. And it's like you're monetizing at every angle.
Yeah.
Versus I don't leave the house because I'm stuck on my phone with all these apps.
It's crazy because that's really how some people are living. And it's just like, it bothers me because there'll be times where I'm just like stuck on my phone, you know.
I guess I'll be the same way.
And you can't, I think that's like, you know, we all live with our demons and, you know, what's going to hinder you is what's in front of you. And we don't realize that if you don't try to cut out social media at least down to like 1 or 2 hours, I try it. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 3 hours a day.
Even if I'm not posting,
yeah,
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Like those apps, I'm really not on Snapchat like that anymore. Like Twitter and Instagram. I can open my phone and just I'm scrolling for hours. Next thing I know, I look up 3 hours ago. I'm like, I've wasted 3 hours of the day. Wow.
Because even with that, like, to see what people are saying, and like it's the one thing that it's the issue I have with social media now is that, you know, I've been trying to filter out like the content that's coming on my timeline. So people coming in talking about bullshit, and I'm just like, I don't want to read bullshit. To me, I feel like I'm too smart to be dealing with certain things.
See, that's really why I'm not on Twitter anymore, because Twitter's like the new Tumblr on steroids.
That's true. I can see that.
So
I never thought about but I can see that.
It's like on steroids because not only are niggas just posting whatever the fuck they want as far as like pictures and videos, but people are saying and doing the most wildest shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't do this shit outside my crib. Let me do it on the internet.
Yeah. People, and that's the thing, people tweet for shock value.
Man. We know you in real life. That's not you. Behave yourself. We see you. Stop tweeting with your Twitter fingers. Get you hurt.
And that's the thing. It's just like, we now know that people have a personality online and a personality in person. Like, I've seen people in person, I'm just like, you're not the same. You know?
And you know what's crazy? I think that's how people see me. So I'm not really just I don't really just interact with people online.
Yeah.
Because I know everybody's fake online.
Yeah.
So when they see me in person, they're like, oh my God, I thought you were this, I thought you were that.
Yeah.
Like I'm a serial killer or something. They have a conversation with me and it's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like, it happens. It does happen like that. Like, that is the perception that some people play, but it's just like you texting a girl and, you know, y'all gonna do some stuff. She's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then you meet her and you're just like, exactly.
I hate those kind of people, bro.
That's the thing too, because it's just like, you know, we all have different sides of a personality that we do have, but it comes down to the fact of, do you know how to balance the yin and the yang?
A lot of people don't have balance.
No, because for me, I'm very reserved. But if you know me, if I'm thinking about something, let me think, let me observe, and then I'll spit what I need to spit. But I can be loud too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like you put alcohol in my system, that's a different story.
For sure.
Yeah, but I mean that's just where we are right now. Is you know, trying to discover who you are. You know, I think that's the round that I'm in right now.
Well, I feel like those of us that are doing like what we want to do kind of already know who we are.
Yeah.
And the people that are out here just like wilding out are kind of clueless, and that's why they're wilding out.
Yeah.
Like I know I can't be wilding out doing certain things because like I see where I'm trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that don't see anything, so they're just wilding the fuck out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just a sense of like redefining yourself, because I've been through different stages in my life where I've had to recreate.
I feel that, for sure.
Yeah, and it's a struggle because it's like what you thought you knew, apparently you don't.
You don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of things, is that when you allow yourself to say, hey, maybe I didn't know this much about myself, or hey, maybe I didn't know that things can go this way, you know? How do I fix it? And that's the one thing, like, come down to, we're talking about problem solving, you know? Because it's a problem.
Critical thinking.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is just like, I've always been one person to be always in my head about things. It's another thing to actually execute. And that's where we are right now, is execution, because we know what we want. We just, it's a matter of execution, you know? And
overthinking too much is a very bad thing.
Yeah.
Because then you forget to actually execute.
Yeah.
You just lost in the thought.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. That's where we are right now. It's like, information is free. But, yeah.
Did you hear? Hold on. Say that again?
Information is free.
All right, so right now, information is free.
Yeah.
They're charging us for water.
Yeah.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah.
You need this to live.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't survive on one of these a day. Your body would, like, dehydrate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They charge us for this. They charge us for cleaner air.
Yeah.
Like, some apartments, some housings won't have air filtration, so they're breathing in all the fucking bullshit from the chemical plants. There was just a fire not so long ago.
Yeah.
People are breathing that shit in. Some people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Information is free.
Yeah.
Knowledge is free.
Yeah.
If they're already charging us for water and air, things that we need, when they start charging for information, like, the ratio of, like, people having and have-nots, it's going to be fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 0.2% has all the wealth, the knowledge, the this and the that, and everybody else is literally going to be, like, suffering.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hunger Games?
I saw the first one.
All the stories are like...
Yeah, it's like everybody's in poverty, you know?
Knowledge and information is free right now. We all got to be sponges.
Yeah.
Soak it up.
That's the thing. It's just like, when I meet somebody, like, I'm asking questions because I want to understand. Because I feel like if I understand, I can take the emotion out of things. It's like, you never really know who's right, but that's on your discernment. I watch the news publications. I read a lot of news publications, and you know, a lot of people turn to Fox News, and a lot of people turn to CNN. Why don't you get the best of both worlds? You know, I listen to both of them, and I try to make my assessment on what they're actually talking about, or if they're both talking about nonsense, because that's usually what it is.
99% of the
99% of the time,
I feel like it's all nonsense.
It is. And like, Fox News media to me is like entertainment. Like, I have so much fun reading stuff like that.
Cause they be posting the wildest shit. It's like, did that really happen?
Yeah. I don't know. But you know, that's just where I am as far as like trying to soak up things, and like, I ask people questions because, look. You
fuck with Viceland?
I fuck with Viceland.
Viceland guys, shout out to Viceland. I got some real information.
Yeah. They go deep.
Yeah, like that's real news.
I started watching, like, I used to have HBO. I need to get HBO again, but I watched their daily news tonight. Yeah. Got all the information. Yeah. I watched their specials. Yeah. I watch anything that they gotta say about something, because I'm just like, you know, when you really start to look at things from a worldly view and stop looking at it from Texas or from United States, things make a lot of sense. Yeah. You know, like, we're complaining about things that are going on in the States, where if you've ever been out of the States, you know, they're not stressing about the same things we're stressing about. Yeah. And, you know, when you really look at it, it's just like, yo, these are really first world problems, you know?
Like, Bro.
Yeah. Like, niggas are actually dying.
I cracked my phone. And, like, at first I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I just bought this. I cracked it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's a phone.
Yeah, bro, look at my phone.
Like,
I have my phone for 4 years now.
the same phone, right?
Same phone for 4 years. And I cracked it, and I was disappointed. But
there's people that don't have shelter, don't have water.
Yeah.
That are living with, like, I'm talking about communities of people living with diseases.
Yeah.
And some of us are worried about the craziest.
Yeah.
Like the craziest shit, bro.
Yeah.
A phone being cracked?
And like, I always, like, you know, I was in church, and, like, once upon a time, I was just thinking, like, you know, going to heaven, you know, like, they don't have Twitter. You know,
how would you tweet?
Exactly. It's the craziest thing that I was thinking about, but it's just like, it's true though. We're so attached to certain things that we don't know the beauty of other things. And like, you know, lately I tell you, I've been on this path of like discovering myself for who I'm supposed to be, and I've been doing shit that I want to do, and I don't care about anybody else, right? Smooth. And like, I've just been going hiking, like, because I love nature, you know, like, you find peace in nature. For sure. And like, I went to Cali in the beginning of the month, and we went hiking. Like, our trip was planned around hiking. It wasn't about anything else.
To go hiking.
Yeah, I mean, of course we went a bunch of, but yeah, it was around that. But that's what I love doing. But yeah, you just gotta figure it out.
Hey man, a man who thinks he knows it all is a fool.
Yeah.
A wise man knows he knows nothing.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, let's put it into perspective, right? Something that people understand is like Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? So everybody told him, "Hey."
All right, hold on. Before we get into this, all I know is like his current situation, because I've been hearing people say he's snitching now. I haven't read anything.
Oh no!
I just know he's been locked up, and that's all.
No. It has nothing to do with the actual case.
Okay.
It's the actual result of why he's in prison, right?
Okay.
Is that everybody was telling you, "Hey, you need to chill out," or "Hey, you need to watch who's around you." And, you know, all he was saying was like, I know. Even with Fat Joe sat down with him. And,
they showed me.
Yeah.
I seen the video.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you just need to chill out. I've seen this happen to many people. You know, you got to follow him. He said, I know. Like, the key word is I know. And what happens? Like, when I watched it, and then when I seen that they're arrested him, it's a motherfucker who don't know what
the hell is going on.
Yeah.
It's clueless.
Yeah. It's a motherfucker that don't know shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know. That's just to say, look, you don't know shit.
Stay away from the people that say, I know.
And that's usually niggas around our age, you know? But yeah, niggas don't want to change. I don't know. I don't understand.
Adapt or die. Evolve or die.
And that's the thing. It's just like, you see these companies, and I was just talking about this yesterday. Like, these companies that are trying to change and advance, right? We're talking about like Walmart, Kroger's, H-E-B. And, you know, there's a lot of stores that were left behind. You know, Albertsons, right? Albertsons.
That was like, what, the first Kroger?
Yeah. Albertsons, Eckerd Drugs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kmart.
Exactly, Kmart. And they did not know how to evolve.
Yeah.
And that's the issue right there. Like, I'm looking at Kroger's, and I used to work at Kroger's. And they would do like click lists, like you put on your app what you want, and they'll shop for you, and then they just put it in there. They just load up your car and you take
like
it.
Instacart.
Yeah, Instacart.
Before Instacart.
Like they're taking these ideas and mapping them out, and they're putting it on to good use. One can say.
For sure.
Now Kroger's has their own delivery system, where it's just like you're getting all your groceries from Kroger's. Because it's like a loyalty thing. Like, you either shop at Kroger's or you shop at H-E-B.
Yeah, because that you get your...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you see them advancing with life, because everything is now it's about on demand. If you're not an on demand company, then you're not gonna exist. Because niggas don't want to have to get up and do things now. It's about.
Can you bring it to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you get it? I need it now. Can you get it here right now?
That's the thing about YouTube. That's why YouTube is gonna be like. YouTube is not a social media network, but people utilize it as a social media network.
Because you can talk to people in the comments. You can you can do anything with YouTube.
Yeah. Everything. And that's the crazy thing is that when we get to a later time in life, we're all gonna be documenting our lives. I think it's a beautiful thing and probably a bad thing at the same time. But looking at it from a good standpoint is that your great grandkids are gonna know who you are exactly. That nobody else is gonna tell your story but you. But that's when legacy lies into things. You know, you have to be able to tell your story for what it is. I keep telling niggas, look, it's either you're going to be a part of history or you're gonna be somebody that just
lost in history.
Exactly.
Damn.
Like niggas don't know, and that's the frustrating thing because we're here, we're live, and nobody is trying to do better, or nobody.
You know what it is? This is what I think. Everybody's too worried about. They either don't give a fuck or they're worried about heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Not knowing that you're already in heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Like you make those decisions.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, fruition. If you speak something into existence, with me personally, if I say I want to do something, I get it done. I may plan to get it done in 3 months. It may take 9 months, but for sure, I'm going to get it done.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I'm big on speaking things like, okay, I want to do this. Okay, I can do that. I want to do this. I can do this. All right, I can do that. A lot of people don't do. They just get up and go. They don't even think about what they want to do. It's like they're just in a system, like a routine.
Yeah.
And it's like, whenever they're like fed up, they'll just wild out real quick. And I feel them, but just like, you got other options.
Yeah. Like even like I can say for sure I'll wild out from time to time. But
because I have too, most definitely.
And people be like, yo, like what's going on? You know? But I think that's for me to that's my release.
Yeah.
And if I allow myself to release that way or wild out every now and then, so be it. If I'm creating good content or good results.
See, we're humans, so nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
Everybody has to have a release.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between having a release and then just going berserk all day every day.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people end up going berserk.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you don't have to like really just trip out like that. There's other options. Like really just sit back, look at life, find out what you really appreciate, what you like, what you're into.
Yeah.
And just run with that for like the next 3 years. And before you know it, you might even just be able to start your own business off of it. Like it's all about perspective and what you deep down truly like. People get so caught up in like society. Oh, this is what she likes. Let me dress like this. This is what he likes. Let me do my hair like this. Let me for other people. And it's like just take care of you first. Everything else just fall into place.
Yeah. And see, this is my thing now. You know, once again, I was talking to Ola. We had the best conversation ever, and we're talking about bringing shit to life. And you can look at it from art, like an art perspective, or you can look at it from a standpoint of like, look, when you're ready to talk your shit, when you're ready to show out, show the world that you know what you're doing, how hard is it going to be? You know, what are you going to do for that? Like, let's just talk about Vintage Triangle, right? This concept. You brought this concept and you brought it to life. And now you have a whole clothing brand out of that, you know? And the crazy thing is that you put your money where your mouth is. First of all, you invest in yourself. 2, you're advancing it as far as like your mindset. You know how to handle things. And I just think when it's time to talk that shit, like you can back it up.
Most definitely. And I'm not even done yet. So
and that's the thing because
I don't even think that I've started yet. Really, everything has just been like practice.
I could agree. Yeah. I could agree, like wholeheartedly, because you know that you've started, and you see other people they're starting now. They having the same troubles, but you know how big you can take things. But I think that you have to be a visionary to know how big you can take it. Look, one day it's gonna be Balogun Enterprises. not corporation, enterprise.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna have a whole campus dedicated to one idea.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And that's the thing, it's just like, now how do you bring that to life? Because I got this podcast, right? But the whole difference between this podcast and just like any other podcast, and it's not to throw shade or to brag or anything, but it's just like, what more do you want than just this? Like, even if people are going to listen to this and they're going to take it, they're going to digest it, what more do you want? Because I want more. I always want more.
For sure.
Never really satisfied. And it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
To never be satisfied. But what are we living for if we can't live to be great? You know? I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and die.
I don't want to die regular.
Yeah.
I don't want to live regular.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I have come to this acceptance that not everybody's going to do it.
Yeah, bro. It's very few of us that are gonna be great. Like, I like when people call me crazy or tell me I'm crazy, because it's like, okay, you don't understand, and now you're giving me an opportunity to show you. So it's like, when I'm done showing you, I'm gonna make you a believer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you those same opportunities.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's a chain reaction.
That's true.
Like, so when people tell me I'm crazy, I just write it down in my head. I'm like, cool. When the time comes, you'll be over here. I'll be helping you out. Yeah. Get what you want to get. Like, that's just how I see things. So, like, you said earlier, like, I was talking about, I guess, being, like, in the future, speaking in the future, like, I can really see myself where I'm supposed to be at. Yeah. And then I see where I am now whenever I look in the mirror, and it's like, okay, you got to cut these things out. You got to do this. You got to do that in order to get there. It's hard as fuck. But
it is hard.
Once you can see it,
you
just got to believe it, and shit, you can achieve it. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
It's a mind thing. Once you get your brain to tell your, like, arms and your feet, do this, do that, and you can, like, be okay, now do this, do that, and you get it done, practice makes perfect.
Yeah. I started writing a list of things that I need to do for the week. Okay. Yeah, to-do list. Like, who would have thought that one to-do list, like, me writing it down, because I tried putting it on my phone, it's not the same.
Yeah, when you write it out.
Yeah, when you write it down, you have a mental note, oh, I need to do this, you know? So I've been crossing things off, and literally these things that I've been wanting to do, I get it done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Smooth. Got the rest of the week to myself to like really try to, like, think about new ideas, or you know, if I need to do something, to add it to the list, and that's cool. Like, I appreciate that. I didn't know, like, it took me so long to figure that part out. But, like, things have been, like, I've been moving productively. Have you heard of a book called 4 Hour Workweek?
No.
You probably know. You probably hear about it if people speak, and you probably know what they're talking about.
4 Hour Workweek.
Yeah, but the whole idea behind it is to utilize the hours, or you can still be successful working 4 hours. You can say that for sure. And these are just for, like, people who have regular jobs, and, you know, we're talking about you wanting to be financially free or whatever, right? And I didn't read the book because the book is too fucking big.
Honesty is key.
Yeah, you got me so fucked up. So fucked up. Like, this is coming from a nigga that like reading. Yeah. But I think...
How many pages do you think it is?
That's at least 2, maybe. Nah, it's probably like
400.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of, like,
knowledge.
Yeah, it's got information. It's got a lot of information. Like, it's a good reference book.
Okay.
But I'm good.
Okay, 100%.
But there was one key thing that he talked about, and, you know, we crash and we spend so many hours, like, trying to invest in what we're doing by putting in the time, right? And he talks about being effective over being efficient. Now let's break that down into 1 hour. How effective are you going to be in this 1 hour compared to working 4 hours? See what I'm saying?
So we're talking now working smarter, and not working harder.
Yeah. And that's where I am. You know? Like, in my job right now, like, I have a lot of freedom to do whatever I want. I really don't have to be there. I'm only there by appointment.
Okay.
And, like, now it's like, all right, I have 2 hours in between here. I got an hour here. What am I going to do in those hours? Work out for 2 hours, make some phone calls, talk to people, try to plant seeds. You know, and that's being effective.
Yeah,
I don't have to be there. I don't have to be there all the time.
For sure.
So I use that as a foundation to be effective, and that's just where I am right now with it, because I feel like this is how it was supposed to be, and like trying to find that work-life balance, because when I get home. I'm not coming back to work.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything extra no more.
Yeah, once I make it to the crib, that's that.
Yeah. So I think that's just where I am, and like I see a lot of growth, but I think that's just about, you know, finding out what you want to do. Because I already know what I want to do. I know where I want to take things. It's just a matter of like getting it done.
Yeah, gotta tell your brain to tell your feet, make those steps. Tell your hands to get busy, connect those dots.
Yeah,
that'll happen.
Yeah, even like in classroom, like I used to hate like standing up and going, like, you know, asking to use the bathroom or whatever, because you like a part of me, like I have like some type of paralysis that's like holding me down, but you want to get up.
It's like, damn, how can I explain? It's like you preparing for a speech all night long.
Yeah,
you know the speech like the back of your head, but then you get up in front of people. You want to say that, like, you want to, you know, start your speech, but it's just like, you got butterflies running through your stomach. You can't say anything. So
I don't know, bro. I feel you. Like it happens
to the best of us.
Of course. Like, and that's the thing. Yeah, I think that once you master your mind, like we talking about the soul. I mean, the knowledge of the soul and the knowledge of the mind, they need to integrate. And the only way they integrate is by, you know, loving yourself, treating yourself, finding out who you are,
knowing yourself.
Yeah, literally. And it's okay to recreate yourself, because I can tell you 5 years ago, I didn't want to do this shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely not who I thought I'm not who I was 5 years ago, or who I thought I could be.
And I think, like, if you analyze that, because you can look at it from a perspective of like a certain issue that you were going through, you know, like for sure I could say like probably this time last year I was probably depressed, you know,
and now I'd probably be like handling things better because I went through certain situations.
Yeah. And that's why we talk about like life is hard, and you can't really like tell people how to live their life, but there is a blueprint, you know, just from like. It's a very vague blueprint, and that's the thing, that nobody can help you with your life. Nobody. You're the only person that endures those events,
those trials.
Yeah, that trauma that you got to deal with. You know, you're the only person, and not to say that it's just like we could say like Hurricane Harvey, right? Like we all had to deal with that, right? But we're talking about like Hurricane Harvey, and then. We're good, but there's other niggas that don't have houses, you know? So they got to deal with that, plus a flood. Plus they lost their job. Plus this.
And
plus
their
that.
cars.
And their cars.
And their clothes.
And like, we're here, we're just... See, we just worry about shit. For no reason.
That's why I really don't... Not to like sound rude or like nonchalant. I just don't give a fuck about anything. Like... If it's not beneficial to me or the people around me, like, just keep that energy wherever it's at, you know?
Bro, it's nice that you say that, because, like, I agree. It's just, like, people would come back and hit me up and stuff, and, you know, hey, I'm going through these problems, blah, blah, blah. It's not rude. It's just that I don't want that energy around me.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want it, like, I've pushed it away so long, like, now I can't even, my body doesn't know how to react to negative energy.
Yeah.
There's like only literally 2 ways that I can react to that negative energy. The first one is like, you know, I don't want it to you go your way. You know, let's leave it alone. But if you're forcing that negative energy, gonna match that negative energy.
Yeah.
Times 7.
Yeah.
Which is bad for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like peace, love, and happiness. Mm-hmm. You do you, I do me. If I can help you,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know,
if there's one thing,
if it's like you're pressuring that negative, like,
nah. Like niggas at the job, they always talking and saying like, you know, I just hate this job. You know, I hate this, I hate that. I'm just like, fam, I don't feel sorry.
He was like, yo, fam.
I don't feel sorry for a grown man that made a decision.
Exactly. Nigga, you chose this. Stop bitching, moaning, and complaining about it.
I don't feel sorry for people that make a decision. You know, like niggas are talking about how they can't afford this or they can't afford that, but you out here, you got shit that you don't need. You made that decision. You ain't got no money now. You know,
that's what one of my boys was talking about. Broke people always, shout out to Mo, broke people always have money for food. Mm-hmm. No car, mm-hmm. No house, mm-hmm. No job.
Yeah.
Maybe if you do have an apartment, no TV, mm-hmm. No bed, no couch. Mm-hmm. But you always have money for food. Priorities are fucked up.
Yeah.
A lot of people's priorities are fucked up.
I think that's where it comes down to his priority.
You know? Yeah. People in the club. All right, so I know people. I can get on IG or Snapchat and just Monday, they're probably at the hookah lounge. Tuesday, they're probably at like Rose Gold. Wednesday, for sure, Prospect.
Yeah.
Thursday, Jet Lounge. Maybe Prospect again, mm-hmm. Depending on the crowd. Friday, it's either fucking Aura or something, Rose, like, mm-hmm. Your priorities are fucked up if you're in the club every day of the week for a whole month straight.
Yeah. I see, that's the thing, I don't understand, because I don't go out. But when I do go out, and I'm looking at things, and it's almost like it's a facade, like, you know, you're trying to masquerade some type of issue that you're going
that you're dealing with.
Like, you got me so fucked up. I'm gonna swipe my car for
because I'm hurting.
Yeah,
no way.
Like I went to a bar crawl, mm-hmm. and like the
what's a bar crawl?
You drink at different places. Like you walk to different venues.
Okay, like bar hopping.
Yeah, they got different deals for that one event.
Okay,
and like like niggas was paying for like the last place was Aurora or some shit like that. I don't know. There was Aurora and then there was Therapy. And niggas were paying for sections in these places. And I'm just like, we're in the daytime, right? Like, what are you going through? Like, I just the only reason to go to a club is like if you're not in a section, then there's no point in being there. You know?
Yeah.
But you could have spent that money doing something else, you know? Like we spend so much money on entertainment and whatever, but it's just like, how much are we putting back into whatever? And I think that we're saying it now, and like we just may be talking about it, but I think that we're allowed to talk about it because we're actually doing things, you know. Mm-hmm. Just as far as like,
for sure,
yeah. Like if you're not doing nothing,
if you're not being productive or making something happen,
you don't have a reason to complain.
You shouldn't have an opinion, really.
And I think that's the thing. Is like we've blessed too many niggas
with opinions.
Yeah.
And that's I don't judge. It's the people that don't have all the opinions that are judging. And they're just like, they're just so too fucking opinionated. It's like, bro, chill out, check yourself out.
It's like LeBron started a school, mm-hmm. and they found out that he only gave $2 million, but the school was, I think it was $8 million to start the school.
First off, only $2 million?
That's the legal amount you can give.
There's no only $2 million. That $2 million is changing those, if not all of those children, half of their lives.
Exactly. And niggas were complaining. They were like, "Well, how come he doesn't get more?" I'm just like, "Why don't you put that?
You go to your bank account and drop $2,000 since you over here worried about the $2 million that this nigga has."
Yeah.
Like,
I see, and that's the thing. It's just like we're sitting here complaining. But it's just like the people that complain, they don't even have $500.
A fourth of it.
They don't even have $500 to pull out their account.
Bro,
It's like playing Big Bang, Little Bang. Exactly. Let me just go ahead and take what you got since you don't know what you're doing.
Since you don't know, let me just give it to me.
Exactly.
You're over here complaining, you talking, you doing too much. Let me hold on to that for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go quadruple it.
Exactly.
And mind my business.
Exactly.
Like mind the business that pays you.
But I don't know. I think that's just to say that, you know, we're in this era where we need to do better. And obviously the people that are doing better will do better.
But see, that's the thing. The people that know they got to do better are just going to do better. And everybody else is just going to keep doing worse.
Yeah. I think that's the thing too. It's just like, you know how you got your team, right? I'm pretty sure you've had fallouts with people that used to be on a team that are not on the team anymore. Because it's a wagon.
The opposition.
Yeah. It's a wagon and everybody got to pull. Everybody got to get out the wagon and pull.
Yeah. Everybody has to pull their weight.
Yeah, and if you're the only person pulling, then there's no point. Yeah,
you dropped off the team.
Yeah, and that goes for anything. That goes with friends, family, you name it.
But, everything, life lesson. Y'all just learned something today.
Yeah, and like I've had people in my life where it's just like, you know, we're trying to do something, man. Like I'm trying to do it big. You know,
colossal. Big, big is small.
Yeah,
for what we're trying to do.
Exactly, and like if we're not starting right now, it's not even about starting right now. If you don't start...
If you didn't start 4 years ago...
Oh, yeah, you're behind.
Your time's up.
Yeah.
Because 2020 is about to be very crucial and interesting for the city of Houston.
I've come to, like... I really want to shake some shit up. Like...
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like it's bubbling right now.
Yeah.
And it's only, like you said, it's only the fourth quarter. It's the end of the first quarter. So it's like things are happening fast.
Yeah.
So it's like if you haven't already started putting in the work last year, you're late to class.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just like you can't really knock nobody.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because everybody's time comes.
It's just about opening your eyes when they're supposed to open. And I realized. And this is why I don't really get mad at people no more, is that I realize you made a decision. You made a decision to look the other way.
Exactly.
It's just like dealing with black people. Or let's just say you saw that video of that old woman getting drop kicked by that dude on a train. I think it was in New York. You didn't see that? No, you're not on social media, but yeah, I didn't even watch. I watched probably like 2 seconds and I cut it off because I already knew where it was going. But I saw it.
Drop kick an old lady?
Yeah. I mean, even though he said that she threatened him, which I understand.
An old lady.
Yeah, I understand. You're trying to protect your family or whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and watch somebody get hurt.
I mean, I feel you because it's an old lady. Because I wouldn't want nobody beating up on mine, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother. But if you gonna talk that shit, you gotta walk that shit.
That's true. That's true.
That's life.
The one thing that I have grown to understand is that you can't get mad at somebody's reaction. We all react differently.
Exactly.
You know,
you can't expect somebody to react the same way you.
I don't hit women, but the next nigga does.
Exactly.
You know.
See. Gotta keep your hands to yourself and mind the business.
Yeah, keep your hands to yourself to stop talking. You know, I don't talk to people like that because I say some wild, outlandish shit, and I just don't know how some people are gonna react.
Exactly,
and that's okay. That's okay because the people that do understand me, shout out to you.
Yeah, because 100%, 115% shout out to you.
Because that's the thing. It's just like I think that it comes down to understanding, and that's all it lies down to. Because once you understand, you're good.
That's why I really only fuck with people that understand me.
Yeah.
If you halfway understand me, I don't need you around me. Yeah. If you fully understand me, man,
yeah.
Let's take it to the moon.
Yeah.
Let's take it past the moon.
And you know, that's the thing, you know, I guess it's all about just trying to see how much you can tap into. Because if you dialed in, you tapped in, and you know exactly what you want. You know what type of people you want around you. I think that's what's going for you. And that's just to say, like, I'm doing shit, you better be doing shit too.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, that tap in is one of my favorite phrases because I really be tapping in. Like if I'm interested in something, I'm going the extra yard for everything.
Yeah.
Like, let's make it as efficient as possible. Let's produce the best thing we can. Like, if I'm into it, I want to know everything about it. I want to create multiples of that sort. Like, I just want to like tap that's just how I am. So, like, when I hear people say tap in, I fuck with it.
Yeah,
like, I really be trying to tap all the way in.
And that's the thing. It's just like, when you allow yourself to move with no boundaries, I think that things become a lot much smoother for you.
You gotta be like Bruce Lee and move like water.
Yeah.
Water tapes. I said tapes. Water takes shape of any form it's in. So you put water in this bottle, it comes that bottle.
This is one caption. I gotta show it to you because it's ridiculous. When I found out about it, when I saw it, it was just like, oh my god, like. Enlightenment is when a wave realizes it's in the ocean. That's crazy.
Enlightenment realizes. Wait. The enlightenment is when a wave realizes it's in the ocean. It's a little too deep.
That's too deep.
Yeah. That's too deep.
But
I like that.
Yeah,
though.
it feels good to know that you understand it.
Yeah, like, okay, I know I'm part of this massive life. This being is powerful. The ocean, 70% of the planet.
Yeah. I was thinking about a lot of untapped land. You know? Like, I feel like, the world might not destroy itself.
It's going to destroy us, though. At least the top surface. Yeah. It's we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it's going to start over. And that land that was untapped, like it's still underwater, it's going to rise up and new civilizations.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's literally what happened. Like,
yeah. We talk about the Vikings and
they were all here. Yeah. They all just died off.
Yeah.
And then, the next tribe or the next people came around, like from an underground or like an over their place, and then they just took over. Like, like the way we're fucking this country not even the country, the planet makes no sense.
Yeah.
The pollution, we're using up all the minerals, like.
We're using the minerals for profit. For profit.
Not even for what we need it for, like for fuel and all, but for profit. Like, we're draining the planet, literally. It's going to be a day she's going to be like, I've had enough. She's going to fuck us up.
Yeah. That's what
be some like acid rain, ground start cracking open.
That's why they're talking about climate change, A lot of people don't believe in it, but it's just like, fam, we're in April in Texas and it's 50 degrees outside in April.
Bro, 2 days ago it was scorching hot.
Yeah. I thought we were good, But I don't know.
Climate control is very real.
Oh yeah.
Like, for you to think that like there's cars like Teslas on the road and then that it can be 90 degrees one day, 50 the next day, and there's nobody controlling that thermometer. Crazy. Like, these white people are tapped in, like all the way. I'm talking about niggas are sending spaceships to fucking Jupiter to go find one of the 3 moons that's floating over there that we can go live on. Like, the shit is.
Yeah.
And we're worried about
who fucked with who.
Like, come on, these niggas are leaving and we're worried about like other people's relationships. Yeah. Back to priorities, man.
Yeah.
Priorities for real. That's what's important, man.
Oh yeah.
Niggas are going to Jupiter. They're trying to go to Jupiter.
Jupiter, Mars, life on Mars, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really agree with it. It's not that I don't agree with it. It's just like we're just worried about the wrong thing.
I mean, because I'm like, Once they said Elon Musk, the guy from Amazon, and then the guy who owns Virgin Airlines, they're all building shit to go to space.
Yeah, I think what's his name, Richard Branson.
And I'm like, all these billionaires are really just trying to get out of here. Why are they leaving? Yeah. They know what's up. Yeah. We don't know. So
that's usually what it is. That's usually what it comes down to. Have you seen the show The 100? Heard of her?
I was literally about to ask you if you've seen that. Bro.
Yeah.
I've watched all. I think it's 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, I think I watched it like season 4 or 5. But it's literally like that. The elite are going to have their own little section of the world, and they're going to be habitated and everything, and they're gonna be good. There's niggas gonna be in space. They're gonna be good.
There's niggas gonna be under the ground, in the water. Yeah, like it's in that series, the world ends like 3 or 4 times. I think up to season 5, the world completely ends. Multiple times. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, this is literally what's going to happen to us one day. Yeah. And then whoever survives is going to have to fight to, like, rebuild.
Yeah. Because, I think that at the end of it is survival of the fittest.
That's
why I keep telling niggas, like, get in shape. Now's the time.
Bro.
Set the tone.
You see, I've been playing with this thing. Yeah. Like, I know how to use this. Yeah. Like, I know how to use weapons. Yeah. Like, people think it's a game, like, you just gotta be prepared so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah, true.
Because you're gonna be trying to get ready and you're gonna be done.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the only reason why I say like the military actually works. Anything else, I don't know.
See, you can train. You can do all that training without the military.
Yeah, of course. It's a mentality thing, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I deeply do not agree with the military school system or the prison system. They're all the same system.
Yeah, of course. It's about programming.
Fuck all 3 of those systems.
Especially the school system, man.
Yeah.
The school system to me is all types of fucked up.
That was prison before prison.
Yeah.
Or jail.
Yeah.
Like, that was... Wow. And then they were teaching you shit that you didn't know. Like, I didn't learn math in class. I literally had to go learn math elsewhere.
Yeah. You learn math through dealing with money.
You know what I'm saying? I had to learn it elsewhere. I wasn't learning in school. I literally had to go learn money elsewhere. Yeah. Like numbers, all of that. Arithmetic.
And that's the thing, it's just like I understand why they were teaching us like math, because you need it for everyday life, everyday equations. Now if somebody would have told me that how to apply it to the world, then I think that things would have been a lot much better.
They're teaching you this, and this, when really all you need is these 2. And instead of them teaching you all that extra, after you learn the basics for these 2, they're supposed to teach you how to use it for everyday life.
Yeah.
Like how to pay your bills, how to be financially stable, like how to save money. The average American will never or has never saved or will see $5,200.
That's crazy,
bro.
That's crazy.
That's sad.
Yeah,
$5,000. You'll never see that in your lifetime, or you'll never save that. That's mind-boggling. Like that baffles me. And I see why people like do all out, because they don't know how to get like capital, but they see other people with capital. So it's like, okay, let me just go take it.
Yeah.
I don't know how else I'm going to get it. Let me just go take it.
Yeah.
And I understand, but then it's like, that's obviously not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Because you can get locked up, spend your whole life in prison, or somebody can take your life wasted.
Yeah.
But, I feel it, but there's always another option.
Yeah.
There's always another option. There's this guy, I just seen his video on, I think Twitter. He's in Atlanta, selling chips, drinks, cookies, all out of his trunk.
Yeah.
He's making his money. He can take that, change the hustle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make it a little bit bigger.
That's what happened with the nigga from Hodges Bend on the corner.
That black nigga that used to pull up in his truck.
Yeah, it's either him or it was a lady.
Damn.
It was a lady. Yeah. Pull up, got the cooler, got all the Capri Suns and everything, charging like 50 cents to the dollar. And I'm just like, damn. this is good.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got a fucking store somewhere now.
Yeah, my brother, he was selling candy and chips. He was making more money than me.
Yeah, I was doing all that. You gotta have the hustle. You just change the game and the product.
Yeah,
that's it. If you can sell candy, you can sell phones.
Yeah,
you can sell phones. You can sell parts. You can sell parts. You can sell cars. If you can sell cars, you can sell anything.
Yeah.
You made somebody spend over $40,000 on something.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah,
you can make me spend my money on anything.
Yeah,
so it's like just find a hustle you like and run with it.
That's true.
Just run with it full speed.
I don't know. It's something for us to do. Something for people to take home. You know. I'm gonna wrap up, bro. Do you have anything to plug?
Honesty is key. Don't give a fuck about what people think. Opinions are just opinions. You know your facts, your truths. Shit, when you find yourself, fuck with you, and then everybody else will fuck with you.
That's true.
That's a big fact.
Mm-hmm.
You try to please other people, you can't please everybody. It's gonna backfire, make you look crazy. So, make yourself happy first. Everything else will fall into place.
Smooth. You got anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's good.
Appreciate letting me come through.
Hey, this is Vintage Triangle Part 3.
Part 3?
Part 3.
Damn, I don't even know if it's Vintage Triangle right now. We came back this summer.
Yeah.
A little something different.
Hey, look.
Big bang.
You're talking about rebranding and repurpose and rebrand.
That's
you know?
all here. I'm always come soon.
Yeah.
Soon come. All of that good stuff.
I think that's the best way to leave it off is coming soon.
Coming very soon.
But once again, thank you for listening. My name is Joshua, and I'm out.